It's not just threatening Wall Street. It's threatening small businesses in this community. It's threatening your economic security. It's harder to get a loan for a new car, or that small business, or that college that you've dreamed of attending. In recent days, millions of Americans have lost more of their investments, their retirement savings, if they had them in the stock market. So I know these are difficult times. And I know folks are worried. But I also know that now's not the time for fear. It's not the time for panic. Now's the time for resolve. Now's the time for steady leadership. We can steer ourselves out of this crisis. But if we're going to, then we've got to have a better driver than we got right now in the White House. This is a nation that's faced down war and depression, great challenges and great threats. We've been through tougher times. But we've always seen that mountaintop from the deepest valley. We've always risen to the moment when the moment was hard. There's no reason why we can't do it again. We can restore confidence in our economy. We can renew that fundamental belief that in America, our destiny is not written for us, it's written by us. We choose our own destiny. America is the home to some of the greatest colleges and universities in the world. We got some of the best entrepreneurs, the brightest ideas. They come from small businesses all across this country. And we've got the hardest working people on earth. Folks who work 2-3 jobs just to take the bus home at night because they want to make a better life for their kids. No one works harder than the people in America. Nobody works harder than the people in Pennsylvania. Just ask my friend Joe Biden. He'll tell you about the people of Pennsylvania. So, while it won't be easy, there's no reason why we can't start rebuilding America. But if we're going to rebuild America, then we've got to have a new approach in Washington. Because the disastrous policies of the last 8 years cannot continue. We can't afford 8 more years. We have seen the final verdict on Bush economics. And unfortunately, John McCain wants 4 more years of that stuff, and we're not going to take it. Now, I want to acknowledge that Senator McCain yesterday tried to tone down the rhetoric in some of his town halls. I appreciated his reminder that we can disagree while still being respectful of each other. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I expect all my supporters to understand this. Senator McCain has served this country with honor. He deserves our thanks for that. Every veteran deserves our thanks.
Yeah, that's it.
But when it comes to the economy, when it comes to understanding what families here in Philadelphia are going through, Senator McCain's out of touch. He doesn't get it. You remember when this crisis started, he came out and said the fundamentals of the economy were strong. Yesterday, Senator McCain's campaign manager explained that Senator McCain doesn't have much to say about the stock market plunging because he's not sure what Senator McCain could say. That's what he said. Last week, in the middle of the most serious economic crisis of our time, his campaign said, we want to turn the page on talking about the economy. We don't want to talk about the economy because if we talk about the economy, we'll lose. That's what they said. So they want to spend the next 4 weeks talking about me instead. Making up stories. I mean, we've seen some rough stuff on TV from them. But what I got to explain to them is I can take it for 4 more weeks. What America can't take is 4 more years of Bush McCain economics. be clear. They can run,
But you sure can't hide.
but they can't hide from the record of the last 8 years. They can try to hoodwink you. They can try to distract you and change the subject. But the times are too serious. The challenges are too great. The American people aren't looking for somebody to divide this country. They're looking for somebody to lift up this country, to lead this country. I think even Republicans realize it. I was in this small town in Ohio called Georgetown, Ohio. Little town. Southern Ohio. We were traveling, me and the governor there. And we went to a diner because I decided I wanted some pie. You can make me some pie. What kind of pie you make? Sweet potato pie? All right. We might have to have a sweet potato pie contest.
I'm gonna win.
I'll be the judge. Because I know my sweet potato pie. But they did not have sweet potato pie at this particular establishment. So instead, I got coconut cream pie. I'll take a cream pie. I don't mind. I like all kinds of pie. The governor of Ohio, he had lemon meringue pie. So we had ordered our pie. And the employees there decided they wanted to take a picture with me because they said, our boss, the owner of this diner, he's a diehard Republican. And so we just want to kind of tweak him a little bit. We want to go ahead and take a picture with you. We'll show him the picture. But just as we were finishing up taking the picture, the owner comes out with our pie. And I say, how do you do, sir? I said, I hear you are a diehard Republican. He said, that's right. I said, how's business? He said, not so good. My customers, he said, they don't have any money to eat out. I said, well, that's the problem when you've got an economic policy that gives everything to the folks at the top. It doesn't give folks who are working hard every day a break. I said, by the way, who's been in charge of this economy for the last 8 years? He said, the Republicans. I said, but you vote Republican. He said, that's right. I said, if you keep on hitting your head against the wall, at some point, if it hurts, do you stop? He said, you make a good point. I said, you might want to try Democratic this year. We can't do any worse than these Republicans have been doing. So I think I might get his vote, along with his pie. So here's my point, Philadelphia. We cannot afford 4 more years of this economic theory that just helps folks at the top and doesn't help ordinary people. It's time to turn the page on 8 years of economic policies that help Wall Street, but don't help Main Street. We need policies that grow our economy from the bottom up, so that every American, everywhere, has the chance to get ahead. Not just the corporate CEO, but the secretaries too. Not just the factory owner, but the factory worker. These are the Americans I'm standing for. These are the folks I'm fighting for. The cops, the teachers, the guys who pick up the garbage, the folks who are mopping the floors at night, the people who are starting the small business, the barber shop.